it's Samantha. So today I'm coming to you with an unhaul, and I have not done one of these since about this time last year actually. I thought because it was the new year, I might as well have a clean out of all of my books to make room for the new releases that are coming out this year, which I'm sure I'll be buying lots of. I have read quite a few of the books I'm getting rid of today. However, there are some that I have not read, but I'm just getting rid of because I don't think I'm ever going to read them. Anyway, on to my unhaul. So I'm going to start off with 4 books which are very boring. I have 4 books that I had to have for school that I'm now getting rid of. The first one is Help Yourself to Algebra by Hugh Neal. I needed this for my maths course because they wanted us to complete the whole book over our summer holiday, and I did that like 2 days before we went back to school. I'm also going to be getting rid of An Inspector Calls by J.B. Priestley, and I'm just going to be giving this back to my school because it is not necessary for me anymore. I studied this play in like last year and the year before. I also have 2 revision guides. One is for French and the other is for Spanish because I took them both at GCSE level. I also take them both at A level, but I do not need these books anymore. And there's the added bonus of the fact that I've never even opened these until this day, so I can just sell them on. I'm also getting rid of I'm the King of the Castle by Susan Hill, but I don't know where that's gone, so I think I may have already got rid of it. Those are all the books that I'm getting rid of that are from school. Now on to like the real books. So one book that I'm getting rid of is something that I'm sad to see go, but I've really outgrown it and I'm never gonna read it again, and that is The Daring Book for Girls by Andrea J. Buchanan and Miriam Peskowitz. The next book I'm getting rid of is something that I feel bad for getting rid of, but it is This Song Will Save Your Life by Lila Sales. I read this book sometime last year and I did like it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. However, I didn't connect with it on that level that I was hoping to connect with it. For that reason, I'm getting rid of it. The next 2 books that I'm getting rid of are part of a duology, and those are If I Stay by Gail Forman and Where She Went by Gail Forman. I'm never going to reread these books. I liked If I Stay, I really did, but it didn't affect me like I was expecting it to, and I didn't connect with the characters very much, and it just wasn't my favorite. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. There are probably tons of people going, what? She's getting rid of a Morgan Matson book? How could she? And I'm sorry, but I just did not like this book. I just didn't like it. I'm getting rid of it. That's the thing. The next book that I have here to show you is The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. I read this book and I liked this book. It was cute and it's a great book if it's in the summer and you're on a plane, because it takes place in an airport and on a plane, but I'm just never gonna read it again. And if I was gonna read it again, I could just buy it on my Kindle. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Lobsters by Tom Ellen and Lucy Ivison. I read this during the summer. Really just did not enjoy this. I didn't like the characters. I didn't really enjoy the storyline. The next 2 books I have are by the same author and they're both part of this series, and they're Bite Me by Melissa Francis and Love Sucks by Melissa Francis. These are about a 17-year-old teenage vampire. Her boyfriend's dad gets married to her mother, so they have to break up and there's lots of tension, but it's also just really good and I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, this book came out in like 2010. I just don't think the author's gonna write another book, and that is quite upsetting because I really wanted to find out more about the story, because this book ended where you needed the next book. The next book that I'm getting rid of is quite a new release, and that is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. I did not really enjoy this book. I only gave this book 2.5 out of 5 stars. I will never reread it. I will also be getting rid of this, unfortunately. The next book that I'm going to be getting rid of is Nightlight, which is a parody of Twilight, and it's by the Harvard Lampoon Company. I just don't think I'm ever gonna read this. I read New Moon ages ago, which was also a parody of Twilight, and it was really shit. If I wanted to make fun of Twilight, I would just watch Vampires Suck, because also that has Matt Lander in it, so. The next book that I'm getting rid of is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I actually really enjoyed this trilogy. However, I don't want to hold on to this because I bought this used, as you can probably tell, and it's kind of a gross copy. It's all yellowed. And there is a bind up of all 3 books that you can get on Amazon, and it's like £5. So I'm probably going to get that if I am going to rebuy it. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I don't think I'm ever going to read this. I'm not going to read it. I have no interest. The next book I'm getting rid of is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashers. I already have a copy of this. I have read it 3 times. I want to hold on to my original copy. The next book that I'm getting rid of is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I hated this book so much. This is the only book that I rated 1 star last year. And the next 3 books that I'm getting rid of are all part of a trilogy. These books are like children's middle grade books, and they're all really long. The first one is over 500 pages, and those books are from the Inkheart trilogy. So that's Inkheart, Inkspell, and Ink Death, all by Cornelia Funk. These books are all going. So that is everything for my unhaul. I would try and pick these up, but I think they'll kill me. So let's try it anyway. So these are all of the books that I'm getting rid of. Oh my god, I'm dying. And that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you all very soon with another video. Bye!